Paymium.com is a company I founded in 2011. So it's a Bitcoin to Euro exchange, a fiat currency exchange, if you will. It's been running for 6 years, and last year we realized trading was becoming a real need for our customer base. We have about 200,000 customers today, and that's why we launched blockchain.io. Started working on television projects in the 90s that were about transitioning from analog television to digital television, and meanwhile people started to encrypt television to make people pay for it. So that was DirecTV in the United States in particular. I worked on that project, and that's where I discovered cryptography, and I became really fascinated and passionate about the potential of this technology for people to empower people, and not only to build business on cryptography. It's also an empowerment tool. So I'm really passionate about cryptography. So Paymium is about helping people gain access to the cryptocurrency market and buy cryptocurrency easily with euro, because typically someone interested in cryptocurrencies in Europe will buy with euros, and they need a seamless, easy to use platform. That's what Paymium is about. And the new project, blockchain.io, is more about people having already invested in the cryptocurrency space and wanting to diversify with other altcoins. I think there are many exchanges, but relatively few of them are compliant with local regulators. We do speak with local regulators because we anticipate the cryptocurrency exchange business will be regulated pretty soon by market authorities, not by central bankers, luckily, but market authorities that today regulate, say, the stock market. So they will get interested. They are interested in this new market, and we anticipate this, and that's why we've been compliant with Paymium.com for the past 6 years, and we intend to stay compliant when regulations come into play. That's the first thing. The second is decentralized settlement. That's what we call decentralized settlement. It's about allowing people to trade on the platform without counterparty risk. So that's really something we have with cryptocurrencies that you don't have with any other asset. You can trade in a trustless manner, without any risk for your funds. You just escrow the funds with the platform, you trade, then you cash out, and at no point in time does the platform have control over your coins. So that's really an interesting feature, sometimes called cross-chain atomic swaps. I don't know if your readers have heard about it, but we think it's an important feature, and we intend to propose it as an option. People can trade the traditional way on the platform, like on other platforms, but they can opt to trade with this new protocol, and that's what we call decentralized settlement. We are in public sale of the ICO in October, but the platform is actually already built, and we go live. It's tested now, and we go live in November. It's hard to predict the future of this, because the problem with ETF in general is the custody of the collateral. With traditional assets, typically you have a network of custodians, and if one does a bad job, there is always a way to reverse the transactions. With cryptocurrencies, you don't have that option. When a custodian screws up, then there is no way to recover the funds. So that's really makes it very different from other previous attempts at ETF. So ETF in the crypto space is, for many people, it's an oxymoron. It cannot exist. For some people, it will be a game changer, or it will increase liquidity. All sorts of hypotheses are made. Personally, I think it's not a good idea, but like other financial assets, we don't have a say about only regulators can say. And today they are not too excited about this idea, apparently, but it's hard to say. They will always say no. So maybe one day we'll see it come to life, and then we'll see the effects on the industry. I think it's much too soon to say today what's going to happen. It reminds me of year 2015, if you remember. The price of the Bitcoin was very flat, around 200 euros at the time, and some people felt 200 euros was a lot of money for a Bitcoin. So I think it's pretty much the same happening now. It's a plateau, if you will. People are just in this period where it's 6,000 euros for a Bitcoin. Some people think it's a lot of money. Some other, like myself, think it's just the beginning of the game. So we'll see what's happening, but I'm not worried about the outlook of the industry. I think it's a plateau. The growth will keep on going for the years to come, and we just don't know how long the plateau will last. Maybe it's 6 months, maybe it's a year. I think it's going to be more like 6 months because things tend to accelerate, and I see only positive signs on the technology front. There are lots of brilliant teams working on the technology side. Regulators are becoming more educated, institutions become more educated. Every year progress are made, so I see no reason why the progression should stop. We've tried that with Paymium.com. The Bitcoin to Euro platform is fairly easy to use. If you try it, you can give us your feedback. We're always interested, but generally speaking, I think it's very easy to use compared to other platforms. So that's still our focus on blockchain.io. We'll make it as easy as possible, and when I look at other crypto exchanges, I think blockchain.io is going to be easier to use. That being said, you're right in saying that UX for crypto in general is still can be a pain point for mass adoption for most users, the general public. So, like you said, it's all about education. People need to be educated about digital economy, tokenization of the economy. All sorts of things will happen that they will need to master if they want to be master their destiny, I would say. It's all about education. Personally, in France, I advocate classes in the college for kids to learn about. They should launch their own currency in college. That's what we should be doing with education in Europe. People should be encrypting their emails. They should learn how to encrypt their emails and sign their emails digitally. Things of that nature will help us be a stronger economy in general, and help people gain control over their lives. I think it's essential. But it's still we're still a long way to attain this objective. We launch with the top 5 currencies, so we launch with a very basic scope, and we'll add features as time goes on. So we'll add, for instance, a decentralized settlement feature probably early 2019. So yes, the roadmap is full, in fact, of all the features we are promising in the ICO, in the white paper we've released, and it's going to be a staggered deliveries of the features. But yes, we'll start with a classic crypto exchange, I would say, with top 5 currencies, and add cryptocurrencies and tokens over the coming months. That's the game plan.